Ajayamano Bahudha Vijayate. These words comes in Purush Sukta, and I was reading in website that many people have misinterpreted these three words. Actually, the mantra has to be fully understood. Basically, Purush Sukta, you cannot take only one or two words from a mantra and say that Ajayamano Bahudha Vijayate means Ajayamano means Almighty God is never born, but Bahudha Vijayate means he converts himself into various forms. So idol worship is not a problem at all. This is the argument many people make, as well as this is the argument they make to give a okay to idol worship. Almighty God very clearly says, even in Purush Sukta also, Tam eva viditvati mrityumeti nanya pantaha. Tam eva means only by worshipping that Almighty God who creates this universe, who gives the knowledge of Vedas, and whom the yogi people knows, whom the yogi realizes. Only by realizing that Almighty God, or only by worshipping that Almighty God, we can come out of the birth and death cycle. This is clearly mentioned in Purush Sukta. Now we will understand quickly these three words, Ajayamano Bahudha Vijayate. These three words comes in Purush Sukta. The mantra is like this: Prajapatish charati garbe antarajayamano Bahudha Vijayate. Tasya yonim paripashyanti dhiras tasmin tastu ur bhuvanani vishwa. So here we have to understand the meaning of this mantra. The meaning of this mantra in Sanskrit is written by Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati. Yo ayam sarva rakshaka ishwaraha swayam anu utpannaha san swasamartaya jagat utpadya tatrantaha pravishya sarvatra vicharati yamaneka prakarena prasiddham vidvansam eva jananti tam jagadi karanam Sarvavyapakam Paramatmanam Vijnana Manushairānandi Tavyam. The meaning is very simple. Ajayamano Prajapati. The mantra has to be read like this. Ajayamano Prajapati. The Almighty God. Prajapati means the Lord of all, the Lord of this whole universe. Ajayamano. He is never taking birth. He is always unborn. He does not come into birth and death. This is number one meaning. Ajayamano Prajapati. Garbe antara, garbe antah. Garbe means one who comes into the womb is Jivatma, not Paramatma. Because Vedas clearly say, even in Purush Sukta, even in Rig Veda, 10th Mandal, 129 Sukta, Almighty God says, in Pralaya, during the time of final destruction, Almighty God exists, and under the control of Almighty God, under the Raksha of Almighty God, Jivatma and Prakriti also existed. So Veda speaks about Traitvad. There is no Advaitavad or Vishishtadvaitvad, etc. in the Vedas. The Veda speaks about only Traitvad, three eternal entities. So soul comes inside the Garbha. Garbe antah charati. So here we have to understand Almighty God is not only inside the Garbe. Here is denoting the soul which is taking birth through the womb. Almighty God is inside the soul. Almighty God is inside the heart. Almighty God is omnipresent. And Bahudha Vijayate, Almighty God, what He does by the minute power of Almighty God acts on the Prakriti, and this whole universe is created by Almighty God. So Almighty God turns out the Prakriti into various forms of this universe. We have to see the Purush Sukta third mantra and fourth mantra, where Almighty God says, Pado asya abhavat punaha tripadasyaamritam divi. Pado asya means a minute power of Almighty God acts on Prakriti and this universe gets created. So this universe has various forms, various colors, different designs. This is because of Almighty God's power. Almighty God's exhibition of His power. Unlimited power is exhibiting in these various forms. And the mantra says, who is that Almighty God and who realizes that Almighty God? Almighty God is that who is never born and who is Prajapati and who is omnipresent, who is inside the soul, who is inside the heart, who makes this universe across with various designs, etc. But only Tasya yonim paripashyanti dhiras tasmin nah tastur bhuvanani vishwa. Only Dhira means Dhir Purush, one who has attained Samadhi. And in Samadhi, a yogi realizes the Almighty God, but he not only realizes the Almighty God within himself, he also sees he also realizes the omnipresence of Almighty God. This is also mentioned in Yajurveda 40th chapter, where Almighty God says, Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanneva anupashyati sarva bhuteshu cha atmanam tatona vichikitsati. So the yogi who realizes the Almighty God, he sees Almighty God everywhere. That means he sees the Almighty God's presence everywhere, because Almighty God is omnipresent within this Prakriti made universe. This is the real correct interpretation of the Ved mantra. We have to always learn Ved mantra from an Acharya of Vedas. I am not an Acharya. Of course, whatever I have learned from my Acharya, and also I have studied from Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati book, I am trying to tell you. But the authority is always a living Acharya. Even if you read any book, even for example, Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati book is absolutely truth. But even once you read a book of Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, you have to understand that knowledge from an Acharya. Otherwise, you will not be able to really relate what Maharishi is coming to tell you. So always learn Vedas from an Acharya who can explain this kind of details. What I have learned from my Acharya, I am just trying to tell. So here the mantra says, only Dhiras Tasmin Nah Tastur Bhuvanani Vishwa. Only the Dhir Purush can realize and see the Almighty God within himself and outside. I hope this small video helped you to understand that Almighty God is unborn, means he will always be unborn. He will not say that I am unborn, but I am in various forms. This is rubbish translation. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.